Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I'm Christine Pilara, and this is LeeAnn Company. I'm so happy you're with us. Before we get into some It's All Good stories, I want to share with you a wonderful conversation I had last night via Zoom, and it was about something so important. For years, I've worked with Share Our Strength and their No Kid Hungry campaign. I have hosted one of my most favorite events every year, Taste of the Nation, where all the restaurants come out and they raise money for childhood hunger right here in Georgia. Well, unfortunately, the event was canceled. So I had a great Zoom sort of town hall last night talking about how great the need is. And guys, we went from 1 in 7 children being food insufficient to 1 in 4 now post-COVID. We are in a serious crisis, and I just want to say the conversation was so meaningful with Billy Shore from Share Our Strength, Chef Jennifer Booker, CEO of Ted's Montana Grill, George McCarrow. We are all trying to help, and you can do it by heading to nokidhungry.org, Atlanta. It's just too important. The need is too great, and if we all just did our part, whatever we could do, I think we could help make such an impact, especially now as we're heading into the next few months, and we don't know what's going to happen with schools. So, Kara, thank you for allowing me to give that all-important message. We so appreciate it. Again, Kara does good stories each and every day. Oh my God, there's a Marietta high school girl, Sophie. She is like gotten all her friends together and they are raising money and passing out food. I mean, it's just incredible the way everyone is pitching in for such an important cause.
Yeah, no, I think so important. I mean, such a good message and a good cause. And you never know what somebody's going through. So if you have a little to give, please give it. Such an important message to share. And Sophie, kudos to you. I love that. We love sharing kids doing big things too. So that's always a focus on It's All Good. All right, let's get into our first story for this lovely Tuesday. I was so excited when I read this because, you know, I was fascinated with people who had started making sourdough bread during quarantine. And some of those have taken their love to the next level, I was trying to make a bread pun, but I don't know how to do that right.
Oh,
but anyway,
got it. It took me a minute. Got it.
LeeAnn started making sourdough, and she started falling in love with the process and making it. So she thought, why not give this to people who might need it most? That's exactly what she's been doing. She said if she sees somebody on social media that might be having a bad day, she bakes them a sourdough loaf. If she sees somebody that just looks down in the neighborhood, sourdough, you get some. And not just any sourdough. She's been experimenting with all different kinds of flavors. Now listen to this. She makes white chocolate chip blueberry. Interesting. Hatch chili cheddar. I mean, my mouth watered a little bit when I read that one. She says that Amazon has now been delivering her 33 pounds of flour a month, and she's keeping up with all the orders. She says she gets so much more out of giving than the people do receiving, and it has just made time pass for her, and it's made a difference for her and people in her community, and she puts on them, be a blessing, because her husband calls her honeybee. So sweet.
Oh, that is so sweet. Now, Kara, not to put you on the spot, but I thought that was something that you were going to be doing now, and I was hoping that then you would pass it along to me, and we were going to start doing some loaves, okay?
Okay. All right, that's next on the list. I'm going to start a
sourdough starter. Got it.
Get right on that. Okay.
Got it.
Speaking of kids doing great things, I love this next story so much. This is about a 6-year-old boy named Evan, and Evan loves wildlife. He loves animals of all sorts. He especially loves octopuses, because who doesn't? He lives in Alaska, and so wildlife beauty is abundant in Alaska. But he especially likes going to the Alaska Sea Life Center, where he can visit these creatures and learn all these fun facts about them. His mother said he's constantly telling people fun, interesting facts about any type of wildlife, particularly those in Alaska. Well, they found out recently that Alaska Sea Life Center might be closing their doors. And so Evan said this. It was so sweet. He said,
oh, no.
The animals don't have any money to help keep the business open, so I'm going to see what I can do. So Evan started making pictures for people. Now, you can go to his Instagram. It's Reader Readerosaurus on Instagram. And you can donate directly to the Alaska Sea Life Center there, but also you can request a
Oh,
picture from Evan, and he will send you a picture. He's commissioning his own creative artwork, and you can help raise money that way. But he also reviews his favorite children's books on his Readerosaurus Instagram page. So check Evan out, doing good things for kids in general, and also raising money to keep the Alaska Sea Life Center doors open. I love that, and I love that he's so into it. I, I mean, I got to be honest. Wild
yes. I mean,
Kratts. That's on
how,
PBS. I'm obsessed with that show. I'm like, James, put
yes.
on Wild Kratts. You always learn
Okay.
something. Hmm.
Wild Kratts. I gotta check that out. I had the opportunity to go to Alaska once. It is absolutely incredible. I recommend it for everyone. If you can get there, just because it is just absolutely the beauty, nature. It's so pristine. It was such a great experience. And what a wonderful young man for thinking of ways to help his environment and just give back. I love it. And that's what this segment is all about, Miss Kara. And I love you as well. So guys, if you have a fun or interesting It's All Good story, Kara would love to share it right here on the show. We don't care where it's from, but if it's from here at home, we do love those. So go to facebook.com/ATLandCo or tweet us using that hashtag. It's all good. It sure is.